As you can see, this box is from Tilta. We have another box. Ooh. It's very light. It has this little screwdriver. Okay. This thing for your cables, and this is for your lens support or something like this. Another screwdriver, NATO rail, for top mount, I guess. All right. It's heavy. Yeah, it is heavy. This is light. This cage is, I don't know, twice as lighter as this handle. Okay. Yeah, you can go like this, your vertical setup. Let me assemble it and I'll be back.
Several days later.
Alright, I assembled this camera cage. Let's talk about it. It is super light, and actually this handle is lighter than cage itself. It just feels heavier because it's more dense, I think. I bought it to be able to shoot handheld, because as you probably know, if you shoot with top handle, your videos will be more stable because of the gravity. So what do we have here? We have two cold shoe mounts. We have thicker grip now with nice padding. It feels the same as Canon's grip, and if you have big hands it will be more comfortable for you. I have long skinny fingers, so I hadn't any problems with handling this camera without cage. You have a bunch of threaded holes where you can mount your tripod or I don't know what else. You have an ability to switch to vertical shooting mode, as easy as it is, but there is a catch. If you want to use an external mic, something like this, you can attach it to cold shoe mount, and now you need to plug it into your camera, right? So let's try to switch to vertical mode now. You can do it still, but as you can see, it wouldn't be leveled, and I don't know. It is secure, no problem with this, but I don't know. It feels wrong. It isn't a big problem for me because I shoot horizontally, and with this camera you can crop your 4K footage without worrying about degrading your quality. What else? You can mount it on an arca-swiss tripod. There are 3 strap holes on this cage, so you can mount your peak design anchors wherever you want. And with this cage you're able to manipulate with your camera with no problem. you can articulate your screen. And this gauge stands on your way only in one situation. When you're trying to turn off your camera, you cannot do it with your thumb. You can do it like this, and I think it is a nice touch because it adds more, I don't know, security when you're shooting, so you just cannot accidentally switch your camera. It's nice. Why I choose it over small rig? So first of all, everyone has small rig, and I've always liked to try something different. Second, I really like how they decided to use this anti-twist hole in the camera, so you just need to screw 2 screws and you're ready to go. I think it's better design than small rig. Sorry for all small rigs fans. And I really want to see Ulanzi one, because I like their stuff and I like the F38 quick release system. And this gauge has lens support. I don't know why you need this, but it has it. And it has cable management thing, so you can tighten it and your Type-C or micro HDMI cables stay where you put them. And in general, I like this gauge. Let's talk about a few downsides. What I don't like. This cold shoe mounts. I can easily mount my mic on it, here, or here, or here. I cannot mount my DJI mics. Sorry. Now we are in stereo mode. You just cannot do that. And this is really unfortunate for me, because I use them every time. This is the first concern about this gauge. Next, this top handle situation. I like this handle itself. I just don't like that you need to mount this NATO rail on top of the cage, because first of all, it's impossible to mount it symmetrically. It is possible if you'd use one screw, but why would you do that if you have 2 screws? So they managed to install NATO rail on the left side. Why don't they put the same on the top? I don't know. But in general, it's just an aesthetic thing, so I don't care about it as much. What I care about mostly is inability to mount this camera with this cage on my small stabilizer. It's just it. If you like me and you use something like Zhiyun Crane M2S, just avoid any type of cage, I believe, because it just makes your camera more top heavy and you just have no room on this gimbal to balance it. Maybe if Ulanzi made cage for my camera, it would work with my stabilizer. But Ulanzi don't want to make camera cage for Canon R8, I don't know why. They made cages for Canon R7, Canon R6, Canon R5. They just don't like Canon R8. I can shoot handheld with this cage, with top handle, with no problem. I just want to be more flexible in terms of shooting modes. I mean, I want to be able to switch from handheld to gimbal shooting in seconds. I can use just a top handle for cold shoe, and I used to have one, but it feels like you can damage your camera very easily. You can just rip off the cold shoe mount. I mean, it isn't cold shoe, it is hot shoe. There are tons of electronic here. I just don't want to mess around with it. Hope this video was helpful for you. See ya. Bye.